you should be performing more, you should be acting as much as you can, because this is the age where you have the energy and you can just make the mistakes and learn a lot of things, when you were in your 20s.
Do I look that old? Because I am in my 20s.
I'm so sorry, I mean,
How are you today?
yeah, it's been good, it's going good. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. What is your name?
Oh, well, my name is Vikash.
Vikash. Okay, nice to meet you, Vikash. My name is Kristen. And where are you from?
Kristen. Okay. Sounds good.
Hmm.
All right. So I'm from India right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And how do you generally like to study on Cambly? Do you like to do conversation or do you
Oh, well, miss.
prefer?
Yeah, exactly. Kristen, I got a topic for the day. Would you like to go with the topic? Because normally what happens whenever I come here, I do have a topics so that, I could
Okay.
learn in each kind of topics. How can I speak? That's the reason.
I
Exactly.
see, I see. Okay, what topic do you have for
All
today
right, it's
then?
a very fascinating topic because my topics are related to the practical things that I'm observing and figuring out. So I was
Okay.
thinking to pick up the topic, like specifically these days, what happened is that I am quite busy with the things, and at the end of the
Okay.
day, what I found is that I never try. Look, like the days are completely same. I'm not able to able to yield something big or productive. I mean, all the time I'm in a rush. You can say like that. I don't know what happens. I'm very much energetic. I put my efforts in my work stuff, but I don't get that kind of results. So I just feel that I
Mm-hmm.
lost the day. It happens
Mm,
generally. So the topic is that why everyone, because I don't think so. This is my case actually, because as far as I am concerned, what I've been observing in my ambience, that all people are in rush. Don't you think so? That
yeah.
um, yes or no? Like, why is it that like all people are in rush and nothing
Why
happens?
is
Nothing happens. Do you agree? Like here, that being in rush is something kind of you are just wasting the time. I mean, even you can do the things with adding your emotions, feelings,
mm,
and you can have the results. So, what's your take on about this?
so you're saying why is everyone in a rush basically?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, of course everyone's in a rush because everything is very demanding, at least in most countries. Everything expects to be done is expected to be done pretty much immediately, unfortunately, especially in workplaces and things like that. And I think that that translates then afterwards also into normal life because if you're rushing to do things at work, then you want to rush home to get to your family and rush to eat dinner and rush to get into bed and have a normal amount of sleep. So it kind of then it becomes one big um, fast-paced life, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I don't think it's going to change anytime soon unless something changes perhaps in the working world, because I think that's where it's most seen and why it is like how it is now.
So, what do you think? Like, is it good to be in a rush? Because I said, like, I have figured out that the day which has gone in, when I was very much in rush, or something like in hurry to just finish or wrap up the work, I found that the day is kind of same. I mean, it's not something that I've done very differently, or did something creatively. Nothing happened like
Okay.
that. So it is all about same day. Just the fact is that I lost the day. I mean, because I was in a rush, because of which I didn't enjoy the day. So that happens
Mhm.
with me because I'm a I'm in my 20s. So I'm very much thoughtful about my time and all, whatever kind of things I've been doing. So I try to just figure out the things. So I feel that I'm a kind of impatient person, all in all. And
Mhm.
it's okay, it's fine. I understand. Why is that so? Because of we have been just nurtured in the way, because today whatever the work we might be doing from morning to night, everything is
Mhm.
available with one click. With one click, you can
Exactly.
just have the food With one click you can just see the entertainments. With one click
Mm-hmm.
you can, buy anything. Everything will be, on
Exactly.
the, exactly. So this is how, the things made me very impatient about the life. So what
In
happened
life, yeah.
in life? Yeah, exactly. And henceforth I could say that, even, for communication, for learning English, when we just hit the book or, start learning English, I mean, start the venture in any kind of things, we start expecting or we start anticipating the results, the outcomes.
Yeah, of
Exactly.
course.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's a bad part. I mean, nothing happens, in a second or in just one day. Okay, it takes time.
Of
So,
course, yeah.
yeah. However, just because, because of energy, because of, enthusiasm, I can say, of course I understand these things, but at the end of the time, we feel very much bad about the things. I mean, why am I not able to do the things, in time, because I have my schedules and things, because I'm very much ambitious about the thing. That's the reason. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
do you think, like, is it happening with you as well sometime in your life when you tried very hard to do something to complete, in a very fast way, in a very, what was the other vocabs and synonym of fast? Mm, fast. I got. It's on my tip of the tongue, man. Okay.
There are many words: fast, rapid,
Prompt.
speedily,
Prompt.
quickly.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hasty, hasty. I love this vocab.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I
Uh-huh.
think everyone has that element. Like I said, it's something that we all have to kind of go through right now.
Uh-huh.
Especially in order to make money, work hard, and
Yeah,
things like
exactly.
that. So like I said, I don't think it's going to change. I think what you can do is just try and relax as much as possible after your work and things like that. So use your time
Yeah.
away from work and those kinds of things to really truly slow things down.
Oh, I see. That's a good point. I definitely, acknowledge your points. And
Mhm.
specifically, what do you want to say about those, who are the teenagers who are, kind of in their juvenile phase specifically, because they are having energy, they are having time, and they try everything, to finish, and they are the ones. Um, I mean, they are quite different, because when I see the elder peoples, or the aged people, they have the time. They don't have that level of energy, Because of that, they have learned the art of patience, because they know
Mhm.
nothing happens in a magical way. But what do you want to say about this? I mean, when you were in your 20s, um, you were like a impatient or not? Or were you like a impatient
First
person?
of all, do I look that old? Because I am in my 20s.
I'm so sorry. I mean, 20s. Okay, okay. I apologize for that. Would you mind letting me know your age?
No, I don't feel comfortable with that.
No worries, no worries, no
But
worries. But
in
could you?
in terms of telling people, I think that um, it's something that you have to learn for yourself. Because as soon as you tell someone that they cannot do something or that it should be this way, as a teenager or something, of course you're going to want to experiment and do the opposite anyways. So I think that although you can try and warn people, I'm sure they will take some of it, hopefully, to heart, but I don't think that they'll necessarily follow through with it because, just like any other teenager, you do what is opposite, or you trying new things for yourself. So, like I said, they have to learn the hard way and they have to experience life for themselves first.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I got, I got, I
that's
got,
what
I
I
got
would
your
say
point.
to them.
I got your point. I got your point.
And
How about you? I
yeah.
mean, how do you describe yourself? Like, are you very patient or impatient girl? I mean, how do you define yourself?
I think I'm patient with some things, but of course there are certain things where I'm impatient. Of course that can be in normal everyday circumstances. Maybe I am impatient in a line or something, just like another person if it's taking too long or something like that. But generally, with certain things, I would say I'm a patient person. but I can get annoyed and feel the same as everyone else
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
in the heat of the moment, right?
In the heat
Do
of the
you
moment,
think you're
yeah.
a patient person?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what can you make of right now? I mean, just looking my personality or something. So, do you think like I can be a patient person? The way I'm talking, or maybe I'm quite excited about the things.
I think you can be a patient person. You told
No,
me
I'm a
that you
logical
had.
person. I understand, the situations. That's what I know. I mean, whenever I just act like a very impatient person. I understand that. When I expect something, to be done in a very fast manner, I understand. However, I just don't want to stick with the things. Of course, it's good to be, to have the patience. It's good to be patient, but all the times, as of now, like, because you are in the young, so I just believe in the things. You should be performing more, you should be acting as much as you can, because this is the age where you have the energy and you can just make the mistakes and learn a lot of things. So rather than being sitting at the
Mm-hmm.
home, and waiting for the things, nothing happens. And specifically because of this digitalization, globalization, the things are changing very rapidly, drastically, and we need to adopt and inculcate, ourselves in the way that we should be. You should be performing more, you should be acting as much as you can, because this is the age where you have the energy and you can just make the mistakes and learn a lot of things. So rather than being sitting at the
Mm-hmm.
home, and waiting for the things, nothing happens. And specifically because of this digitalization, globalization, the things are changing very rapidly, drastically, and we need to adopt and inculcate, ourselves in the way that we should be, learning. Of course, like, we should be waiting for something that is not in our hand. For example, if you have, if you want one plant to grow, you need to wait. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for most of the
Definitely.
things, I believe, it's definitely in our hand. We could do, or we could make our time productive rather than, wasting or something, waiting for something to be done, to be happened.
To
Exactly.
happen.
For
Okay.
example,
Okay.
for example, one more thing, I need to mention this. For example, I
Mm-hmm.
observe the people how they are being, chaotic, messy, while driving and while, in the traffic, because they are in very hurry. And trust
They
me, it
are in
doesn't
a
mean
hurry.
they are in a hurry, and it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean that they have a something, very important task to be, to wrap it up. I mean, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just how they are acting, it's something bad. Even me too. Actually, I won't complain about those people. I'm in the same category.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's the something that I don't love about me, or even for any people who try to show
Okay.
always that they are kind of very busy person. I mean, really, I mean, they are not busy. Because what
Yeah,
happened is that, if,
they
trust me,
moving like they are,
even
but
you
they
can
are
talk
not.
to the richest, the good people who are having the good mindset. They are very much free.
Mm.
They will accept you, they are going to listen you, and that's the reason they are in that position. So,
Yeah,
life is
yeah.
all about making the time productive, because we have got 24 hours. I know that.
Okay.
And it's 24 hours is quite sufficient, to do anything, or
Mm-hmm.
to
To do
achieve or to
everything.
accomplish anything in your life. So why to complain about anything? Just,
Okay.
So for me,
Okay,
I love,
Vikash.
somehow, I love the personality that I have, as well as I need to understand even the, patience is a kind of, I mean, it's also optimism kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I have to wait for the things.
Okay, Vikash, unfortunately, I have to leave for my other
No worries, no
class right
worries.
now.
I
But
appreciate
thank
that.
you. I love your energy, and it's great to be able to speak with someone who's so enthusiastic, and I hope you maintain that. Yeah?
Definitely,
Right.
for sure.
Bye
I appreciate
bye.
it. Thank you so much for giving your time. I
Not a
respect that.
problem.
Thank
Not
you.
a problem, of
Bye
course.
bye.
Enjoy. Bye bye.